Righty then. Hello there, Milene. How are you?
Hello,
How are you, Milene?
I'm fine.
Okay, Milene's class vocab. Let's start it. You're fine, Milene. Did you have a good time in the webinar?
Yes, yes.
Yes, good, good. What was the webinar about?
About diversity and e- e- equity,
Equity.
equity,
Okay,
the inclusion of Black people in companies.
diversity.
Diversity.
Diversity. And your shirt is about this topic.
Repeat, please.
Your shirt is about this topic.
Shirt. I don't understand. No.
No.
My
Okay.
shirt is reward.
Okay. Because your shirt is black. So
How do I say coincidence?
it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence.
Coincidence.
All right.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
coincidence.
And did you say anything in the webinar?
Repeat, please.
Did you say anything? Did you participate saying things?
No. Just see, just watch.
Just watching.
Just watch.
So
It's in YouTube.
okay, it was on YouTube. Was a live on YouTube?
Yes.
And what did you learn there?
Very many things.
Many.
Things. I write.
Oh, you wrote.
Wow.
Wow.
Many things.
Wow. Okay, give me a briefing. Give me a briefing. In a nutshell, explain me in a nutshell. Explain me in a nutshell the webinar. Milene, explain me in a nutshell, in a simple way, in a small context, the idea, the information you got, the things you learned on this webinar. The point is, this topic is an important topic. It's important. It's important for your company, but it's important for me too because I'm a professional. I have a company. I am the company. And please teach me the things you have learned. Teach me.
Okay. In a nutshell, it's like resume.
Yes.
Yes. The webinar, how do I say? O nome, ele se chama tal. Eu quero falar o nome do webinar é tal.
The webinar's name is, or the webinar name was?
The webinar name was Benchmarking Afro Googles.
Benchmarking Afro
Googles. The workers of Google.
Great. Okay.
You understand?
Yes, the staff from Google, the employees from Google.
Yes. In Google, existe grupo. What?
There is or there was.
There is a group. Its name is Afro Googles.
Okay.
They speak of inclusion, Black people in companies, in respect, in opportunities, and they invite other people. Do you know Vitor? This staff of Nubank. Do you see the polemic of Nubank.
Oh yes.
After the polemic, Victor is a, how do I say? Esse nome. Ele é um trans. É trans também? Ele é um homem, uma mulher trans.
I believe it's transsexual. Because the acronym is LGBT. So lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transsexuals. So I believe it's transsexual.
He is transsexual, and black people.
And okay.
He speak to benchmark in live.
Okay.
Online ou na live? In live. Na live?
In the live. During the live. During the live.
Como?
During the live. Yes.
During é durante?
Yes.
And other people.
Just say people. Peoples doesn't exist. Just people. Okay.
Other people. I don't remember the names. No. But CEO no. And the executive in the XP investments. And other people I don't remember. And all people.
Everybody
speak for how do I say initiatives?
Initiatives.
Initiatives in your companies about the inclusion. The black people was very interesting for me. Because in Meliuz we fugiu a palavra, queremos.
We want
ser mais diversos.
We want to have more diversity.
Have more diversity. Yes.
Diversity.
Yes.
Okay. How?
Is very hard. One important point in English. One important point, yes. One important point is top down. The
initiative.
Tem que vir.
Gotta come, has to come, need to come.
Has to come?
Yes.
Has to come, and then, how do I say, directory or IT, executive, sei lá.
Okay.
And is very desafio.
Challenge.
It is a challenge. It is a big challenge.
Okay.
Huh? Okay. It's a big challenge because many companies has others
have because other many companies it's plural. They have
others
priorities.
And the
mindset
needs change. Impressão que eu tô falando igual.
A little.
And other important point is the we have today how do I say committee
Committee. Committee.
committee of diversity.
Okay.
Yes. But is a little lot. Don't have they propose it.
Proposes ideas.
Yes, is a little bagunçado, como que eu digo?
Messy.
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 A little messy, yes. And the Victor speak for about the committee and
Committee.
committee and affinities,
Relations.
relations group and sponsor and the leaders of relations group. The structure.
Structure.
Yes, the structure. I like this structure.
Structure.
I
Structure.
structure. I think it's possible use in Meliuz this structure.
Okay. What I understand you are talking about organizing groups of people
Yes.
to have better ideas for inclusion of this minority. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But this webinar, how long was this webinar? 1 hour, 2 hours?
3 hours.
Wow, 3 hours. Okay. I think 3 hours it's little because I'm sitting on this chair here since I 2 p.m. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 hours on this chair, and in the morning too. 3 hours is okay.
But I sit in the chair at 8.
You started at 8.
8 today.
Okay. So
How do I say madrugada?
madrugada, night.
A night? In night for me.
So I am
8
going.
p.m. 8 a.m.
Okay. Let's have a different class. Okay?
Stand.
Yes, because Milene, it's comfortable, but I'm tired. Comfortable, but I'm tired. So Milene, yes.
I'm lazy.
It's okay, I understand. Yes, I understand. So Milene, can you hear me well?
Yeah. Just a minute.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. So you had this 3 hours webinar about diversity, about trying to include this minority in the company. Okay, but 3 hours webinar. Did they give you any ideas? Because organizing groups, that's a great idea. People thinking together, changing the mindset together, the directory, the CEO, the manager, the human resources team, everybody thinking together. That's great. But this webinar gave you any idea on how to include these people, how to create programs, how to, I don't know, any ideas or no ideas, just about people and groups and people think together.
Yes, is a benchmark in the different people speak about your experience,
Their experience.
their experience. Yes, and each people, cada pessoa,
Each person.
each person speak for about um, many ideas, but is reality different
Realities.
reality.
Different realities.
Yes, and the girl I no number I
You
esqueci,
forgot.
gente.
You forgot her name.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay.
The girls in the Afro Google speak, how do I say, desde o começo,
Since the beginning.
since the beginning, the Afro Googles, até hoje,
Until today.
until today. Uh, Speak about the challenge, the aprendizado,
Learning.
learning, yes, and the each person uh, contribuiu com alguma coisa.
Okay. Help it with something.
Help this with something, but I'm just write, annotate,
Wrote.
wrote the things, how do I say, faziam sentido para a situação do Meliuz.
That things that make sense to Meliuz.
Yeah. Thing that makes sense.
Things that make sense. Things things that make sense for Meliuz. Things that make sense for Meliuz.
Because Google is a big company.
Yes.
Older mentality, older budget, and is interesting, but no aplicável.
It's not.
Not
It's applicable.
applicable for Meliuz.
Okay. I'm asking you about this information because I want information for my company. My company is a one-person company. Okay?
Neste caso, como é que eu falo?
In that case,
In that case, you the information, como é que fala? As informações válidas para você.
the useful é útil. Useful. The useful information for you
is the relationship, relacionamento, relationship with other people. You for sure. In respect, não, né? Eu quero falar assim, algumas coisas como respeito, como tratar as pessoas. Tipo, a woman benchmark, how do I say, disponibilizou?
Made available, offered, share it.
Share it.
Yes.
Manual anti-racism.
Anti-racism manual.
Anti-racist.
Anti-racism manual.
Yes. Anti-racist manual.
Nice.
And she works in the bank.
Okay.
And manual is made for banks.
Okay.
But um, but there no, many sites, many dicas.
Okay.
Ele tem várias dicas.
Tips. Many tips.
Many tips for me, for you.
Many tips for Milene. Many tips for us.
Us, yes, for us. Many tips for us.
Okay.
And I'm send you.
Great. Great.
After the quiz.
Yes.
And other things, for example, in your Instagram, you you can more. Você pega alguém, deixa eu falar. Até em português fugiu a palavra. Inclusive.
Include. I can include.
I can include, for example, legenda,
Subtitles.
Subtitles in your videos, or and description in the images for people's
Blind people.
Blinds.
Blind people, they don't watch videos.
Yes, but they use reader. Ai meu Deus, leitor de tela.
Okay. So maybe you are saying that pra cego ver subtitles.
Tipo isso. Aí fala, tá? They were those with
Good idea.
shirt, black, and como fala jaleco?
Coat, lab coat.
Como?
Lab coat.
Lab coat, right lab coat, and blah blah blah.
Nice, great idea. Because I'm thinking here, all my students, they have no disabilities. They are, I have no special students. But I'm thinking here, there is no limit to teach English. I can teach English to blind people, to dumb people. I can teach English to, no, not dumb people. I can't, because I don't know the signals.
No, Libras.
Libra is Brazilian. It's in English is sign language.
Sign language.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Libra is linguagem brasileira de sinais.
It's true.
But we have,
Sign language.
but I don't know sign language, so I cannot do this. But for blind people, for example, it's very possible to teach English to blind people because I teach conversation.
Yes.
Very possible.
Yes.
What
In
else?
the
More
manual.
ideas, Milene.
In the manual.
In the manual.
The manual. And meu Deus, eu sempre esqueço. Tipo assim, eu quero falar que no manual tem.
There
Eu fico com a
is.
mentalidade do português.
There are.
There is in manual.
In the manual.
In the manual. As example.
Okay.
Example. For situations que ocorreram.
That happened.
That happened in the bank.
Okay.
For example, the black woman made tranças.
Afro hair. She got an afro hair.
Afro hair, and the other people's stole and do you what? What? No. Lavar.
Wash.
Wash. Do you wash? How do, tipo, how do you what?
How
Como
do you
você lava?
wash? How do you wash?
How do you wash? For example, it is bad, very bad, and sometimes us, um, how do I say sem querer?
Uh, we do it and not on purpose.
We do it not on purpose.
Not on purpose. Not on purpose. And Milene,
Okay.
I lost a student because of this.
Repeat, please.
I lost a student because of this.
Very. Seriously.
Really, really, I did it. Because
Yes.
the student, she applied hair. She made her hair longer. And I was very curious about it. And I started asking her about the process, about the price, about how long it's going to last, all the details. I asked it everything I wanted to know. I was curious. And I wasn't thinking that it wouldn't be good for her. I was thinking about my curiosity, but I was offensive. I was offensive. And I understood this later. So in the next class, she said, Rodolfo, I don't want to have classes with you anymore. And I said, why? She said, oh, it's nothing. It's not a problem. It's nothing. It's just because of my agenda and this and that. I say, are you sure? Yeah. And she said, Rodolfo, there is another reason, but I don't want to talk about it. And I was thinking about this, and I started talking to my sister, and I figured out that I understand now the situation. I was offensive. I was asking many questions. I was curious, and it wasn't good because she wasn't comfortable with this. I didn't feel this in the moment. Understand? I was innocent. I was just curious, and I lost a student because of this. That's crazy. It happened to me few months ago. Few months ago. But I learned it the lesson. I believe I learned it the lesson. Understand?
Yes.
Wow.
Many times, damos um vacilo.
Yeah. Yeah, we commit mistakes.
Yes.
What else, Milene? Teach me more.
I don't know. The she speaks for is necessary, and the companies proporcionar
Yeah. Give. Give.
uh, give diversity, but don't just diversity. This is very important, and diversity mais, more, tipo demais, mais o outro. More
Diversity
mesmo?
and
Então, melhor. And equity,
equity.
and because equity is the really inclusion.
I understand. So
But
for
diversity is just many different people.
yeah.
Different people. And equity is igualdade.
Equal power, equal voice,
Yes.
equal participation.
Each group, and for example, group and LGBT,
LGBT.
LGBT is a group, is one group. The woman is other group.
Women.
Women. The black woman is other group. The how do I say portadores de deficiência, pessoas com deficiência,
Disabled.
disabled,
Ok, desabilitados em inglês é disabled. Disabled people.
Disabled people is a other group, and each group need um, precisa ter,
Needs to have or have to have.
need to have, and then one representant,
Representant. A leader.
representant.
A leader. A representant.
But don't no don't leader specific,
Okay. Just a
but
representant.
the voice.
Okay.
Ju- how do I say pelo menos?
At least.
At least, at least one voice for diálogo, discussão.
Okay. Conversations for conversations,
Yeah, conversation.
opinions.
Yes, and the companies need need
Have to
precisam
have.
tratar,
Have to
precisam
treat. Have to treat.
have to treat the each group um, de forma diferente.
In a
Ou de forma
different way.
in a different way, because each group is has okay,
Has each group.
has
Each group
each
has
group has different necessidades,
necessities or needs.
needs, different needs, and after all groups, and after all groups, quando fala ter essas necessidades, como é que eu falo? Hoje eu tô esquecendo a palavra. Sanadas, não sei, tipo,
Okay.
tratadas, vamos dizer assim, é o que
Okay.
eu falo.
So after they have their needs, after they have their needs,
Tá difícil, né?
sanada, porra, sanada.
Tratadas, atendidas, melhor. Talvez. Não sei em inglês, né?
Attended. Okay, attended. Let's make it simple.
Meio.
Their needs
A frase não
attended.
ficou boa. Nem em português ficou bom.
After they have their
After
needs
they-
attended,
After they have their needs attended, there are equity. Yes,
there is
there is equity.
okay.
It's very hard.
Yes. It's
But-
maybe not possible.
Yes, but this long way, right? Caminho,
Yes, it's a long way.
long way is baby steps.
Baby steps.
Is need baby steps.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
The how do I say profundo?
Deep.
Nosso papo foi
That's
profundo.
deep.
Yes.
Wow, that's deep. But it's curious because it's part of our lives. For example, I am an English teacher, but I had this problem. I was not inclusive. I didn't think about equity or inclusion because I was stupid. I was innocent. I didn't choose the words wisely, com sabedoria. I didn't. I was just speaking a lot, being curious about something, and it makes sense. It makes sense for me too.
Yeah.
Not just for big companies, but for me too.
Yes.
Yeah. Not send me this manual. I'm gonna try to read this manual
Yes.
because I believe
understand.
I believe it can maybe help me.
Yes. I don't read. Eu não li ainda.
I didn't
Yes.
read yet.
I didn't read yet, but I'm see so
I saw. I saw.
I saw Parece interessante.
It looks interesting.
Looks interesting.
It looks interesting. It looks interesting.
I'm WhatsApp web for sending.
Okay, you can.
Send me.
Great, send me. That's great. Yeah, Milene, I'm gonna read it because I believe we need to adapt all the time. It's a learning process, and
Yes.
we are not ready yet. And I am not minority, so it's difficult for me to understand minorities.
Yes.
It's difficult to understand black community needs, disabled people needs, women needs. It's difficult for me because I am not in your shoes. I'm not in their shoes. Oh, I got it here. So it's 47 pages. That's a lot.
Yes. In the manual, um, there are real
Great.
cases in the company, in the bank,
Great.
and para dicas, você falou tips.
Tips.
Tips for relationship.
Great. That's
They
good.
they speaks.
They say it.
They say it's for us.
They told us.
They told us. Woman, women, white women.
White women.
White. Meu Deus, homem, esqueci homem.
White men.
Man, Jesus amado. White man. We can. Nós podemos.
We can.
We can. Como que ele usa a palavra? Aliados. How do I say aliados?
Allies. We can be allies.
We can be allies. Yes. But I'm a little tired. Estão cansados de ficar explicando.
They're tired of explaining again and again and again.
Yes. And us, vou falar, como homens brancos, como héteros brancos.
As white
people.
Nós
como.
As white people. As white people.
As white people need buscar esse conhecimento.
We need to get this information, get this knowledge.
Get this information. And no, don't just ask for ask people.
Yeah, so
like people ask
for example, yes, we shouldn't ask people. We should use the internet, for example.
Yes, the videos and the artigos, como fala?
Articles
And others.
Yes,
information.
That's totally applicable to my situation. I shouldn't ask my students so many questions. I could look on the internet.
Yes. And you can speak for the alunos. Gente, tá difícil hoje. Students. You can speak for your students about the many themes, but don't questions or.
Yes.
You understand?
I understand. Wow.
You be alias.
I'll be what?
Você pode ser aliado.
You can be an ally. You can be.
Ally. Alias em plural.
Allies plural. And ally. Yes, and you can be an ally. And ally
You
is
can be an
singular.
ally. Yes.
Great. All right. On Monday, you tell me more about it if you want to. Okay?
Okay.
Because it's 10:05 already. I gotta do some things. I think I won't sleep tonight because I have so many things to do. But anyways, it was a short but good conversation.
Yes.
You forgot
I
many
like it.
words. You forgot many words, but we got many words on the chat for you. That's good, right?
Yes.
Milene, that's it for today. I'm gonna send you your vocabulary with this video class, and also I'm gonna
Okay.
send your homework again. And if you can, you do it. Okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm gonna see you again on Monday, right?
Yes. Yes.
8 p.m. Is it correct?
8 p.m. Correct.
Great. Milene,
Thank you.
thank you
For
very
this.
much. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Have a beautiful weekend, and see you on Monday, okay?
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you later.